Danjo. I used to high-five those don't walk signs all the time, back when my knees worked right. I thought that's what they were there for. A little high-five. Jump up, give it a little slap of the palm. But no, I guess it's telling you to go away. It's awfully friendly looking though, you know, don't you think? It's like, hi, I see you. You wave back, run across the street real quick, give it a high five, whether you want to cross or not. Yeah, that's not what I want to talk about. You know what? I hate school zones here. I'm in southwest suburban Boston area. School zones here, they're 20 miles an hour. I don't have a problem with that. I do have a problem with anybody. But I can't think of a time when the motor vehicle operator behind me also was willing to do 20 miles an hour. Everybody, it's a school zone. There's lights flashing. Sometimes there's a dude or a dudette in a yellow jacket and a white hat with white gloves and a stop sign. Sometimes they're hanging out by it. And people just, you know, right on your bumper. I don't know what else you could do. So I don't like that. It's like almost dangerous to go the prescribed 20 miles an hour through a school zone here, because you're liable to get rear-ended. That's my thoughts on the matter. None of which I plan to talk about today. Do I ever really plan to talk about anything? But anyhow, well, that's a warm yellow light, huh? Still yellow. Officer. What I do want to talk about, you know, I have an affinity for the 90s television show Northern Exposure. It's one of the finest television shows in television shows, I must say. And well, you disagree? Oh, give it another shot. It's been a while, right? Anyhow, there's a do we call it a podcast if you can see the person? I guess so. Sorry, I'm from the 70s. What's up, man? I'll call it a podcast, and it's Rob Morrow, who played Dr. Joel Fleischman, and Janine Turner, who played Maggie. And they're talking through the show, not over the show. It's just them talking, but they're talking about the show. So, and they have just released. I just released my bowels over those bumps. They just released episode 2, which I have not yet checked out, but I'm very much looking forward to. And yeah, really, really terrific. And so my wife and I have been kind of meandering through the show again. And yeah, we just finished season 1 again last night. And yeah, it's terrific. And there's a lot I didn't know going into. I mean, having seen the show a number of times over the course of my life, didn't realize certain things about either the actors or stuff like that. I found out not from the podcast, but from just internet sleuthing, that the woman who plays Ruth Ann, the grocery store clerk, you know, she's an elderly woman. Do you know she did not start acting till she was like 64 years old? And I'm like, man, you know, like I've always thought, man, it might be a lot of fun to do something like do a little bit of acting. I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, I acted most of the days of my life. I was a great actor to avoid getting wailed on at school. I got the gift, baby. And so I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. You know, maybe someday I'm never gonna work somewhere long enough to retire, but maybe I can pick up some side hustles as an elderly actor. I'm closer than I think, I'm sure. But anyhow, yeah, these little things like that. I didn't realize that the lead actors, you know, Rob and Janine, were so hard up for cash, basically, so down on their luck finding gigs. And Northern Exposure was the last house on the street, and holy smokes, was that worth waiting for, you know, from a career standpoint. And you know, people had that the Maggie haircut A ton of people had that back then, you know. I don't know. I just got this one thing in the show that I mildly disagree with, and that is so Joel, Dr. Fleischman orders a bunch of bagels from New York City and has them shipped. And the pilot, Maggie, doesn't realize she's transporting bagels. She thinks it's medical projects or products, so she hustles and finds out it's bagels, and he says they're the best in the world. And I respectfully disagree with the writers of the show. I do find that a bagel from New Jersey... bunch of you just unsubscribed. I think bagels from New Jersey, I think, beat New York bagels almost every time. Hey, that's just me. We're all entitled. I'm the guy with shot engine mounts. So maybe my brain's been rattled to oblivion. But yeah, I fancy a New Jersey bagel any day of the week. Anyhow, yeah, so if you're a fan of Northern Exposure, if you're a fan of the actors, you know, Rob Morrow, Janine Turner, or anybody who was in the show, Barry Corbin, John Corbett, I've enjoyed watching Chris Stevens, my favorite character on the show, the DJ, abstract artist, you know, armchair philosopher. But something was interesting. So I remember him riding a primer gray Harley Davidson in the series, but here we are in season 1, and he's got a Triumph over there. I'm pretty sure it's a Triumph. I would almost bet on it. So anyhow, wait, what am I even talking for? It's funny because one of the things, and then I'll shut up. One of the things they're eagerly awaiting, and it's like the last episode or the second to last episode, was Aurora Borealis. You know, the Northern Lights was happening, or looking to happen, and 5 days a year they could see it up there when the visibility was right. And that kind of struck me funny because, of course, we're in the end times now, as it would seem, and we've actually been able to see the Northern Lights way down here in the Boston area several times. So like, what the heck? Something ain't the same. Yeah, I thought that was cool. Anyhow, that's enough out of me. I'm dealing with traffic. I'm just gonna talk nonsense. I got my rear brake calipers sticky a little bit, so actually the guy who inspected me, we were trying to back out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, does the bike get really heavy, or am I just on like weenie mode? I can't push my own bike back. I realized the caliper was sticking a little bit, but he had already put the sticker on the bike. But he said, yeah, take something, you know, not like a sledgehammer, but just give a couple wraps on the caliper, and that should take care of that. So I thought that was kind of him to say that. Anyhow, Matt the Greeter, care about you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.